be a little clown. Two done bags, forget your rhyme. Billy live ass, surprise ass. Demon Supreme come up as a smart ass. Or probably with ass, you're sucker searching for some pizzazz. Smooth like jazz, stronger than Julio Chavez. What up, baby? Suckers like you, really shady. I'm missing in action, but still attracting all the ladies. I'm just kidding. Dead those lines for composition. Operating my own to stay always with precision. Haha. Gun in the SLR. Off the top, and then I hold the star in my arms, just like Galactus. Everybody know, yeah, I got much practice. In the end, when I resurrect a friend, a super friend, in the dog council brethren, Lord have mercy, you know we go ride. We rise so high in the sky to provide everything that you will deny. But let me tell you something, it is nothing to die once again. 14 of them, resurrection of the one super friend. Come on. Welcome everybody to another episode of The High Ground. I am your host, the Baron of Cloud City himself, the one and only and not from Sony, never a phony or punk ass macaroni, Abu Nas. I'm also the president of the Abu Nas Rehabilitation Center. Now guess what, folks? The Rehabilitation Center is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days out of the year. We are open through Hanukkah and Christmas. And I can tell you with a certainty of mind and clarity of the heart that our fandom is getting crazier and crazier by the day. But if you love me and you love yourself, we already know we're going to get through this as best as we possibly can. Now look, I'm going to try not to be here long. I'm going to try not to bore nobody. Anything, that I feel like you haven't even heard before. It's been a minute since the dawn that Salah has returned to put out a video. That's not a live stream or not a guest appearance on something. But I figured, I wanted to, at the very least, give you some news on what I caught on to a couple of days back. And where do we begin with the fuckery? Where do we begin with the chicanery, the tomfoolery? Where do we begin with us being bamboozled, hornswoggled? You know what I'm saying? Led astray. We've been led astray. Disney Fakelucasfilm. What is this? I started my channel since 2018, 1920. 2 years. 2 years and counting, and the fuckery still continues. Yeah. I don't know, man. I really don't know. But I will tell you something, man. I will tell you something that's not going to surprise nobody in this place. All right? What they doing with Star Wars can't be defined as nothing but a tragedy. You got through your 3 garbage films. The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi Sucks, and The Rise of Poppa Palpatine. All right, the Disney sequel trilogy, or the Disney bad fan fiction trilogy. Because in no way, shape, or form these things are Star Wars on any level. And dare I say it, you would have thought that the backlash that they got between Last Jedi, all the way up the Rise of Last Jedi Sucks, all the way up the Rise of Poppa Palpatine, that the fans finally revolted, including some of the people that used to support their nonsense. But as I like to call them, you can't tell the 18 to 25-year-olds, what it is that constitutes Star Wars, because in their head they'll say that, well, Star Wars is for everybody, and why do we have to have hate and division in our fandom? Why y'all gotta be so toxic? Because, dumbass, we fucking paid money for this shit. We fucking paid money. If I paid my money, I want to see something, then I'm going to get the bang for my buck. If I don't, well, if you didn't like it, you just need to let it go and move on. No, motherfucker. I ain't got to let shit go on nowhere. I paid my money. You ain't gonna take my money. I don't know about other dudes. I don't know about other chicks. I don't know about other people that don't know which is which. All I know is how I feel when ducats come out of my pocket. So when it comes out my pocket and I don't get what I paid for, I'm gonna raise holy hell. That's what any sane person will do. Unless you a sucker for love duck, or you a idiot and a simp. You either gonna do one or two things. Roll over, put your ass up, and take it, or be like one of the OGs, lace up your boots, put on your fatigues, load up the gat, and get out there and make it happen. Guess which one of the camps I'm at? You know that's right. So, if anything, the things that I'm hearing is just outrageous. Now, YouTube is on their bullshit as of late, so, you know, who knows what I'll be showing, because I was going to show a lot of stuff, you know, but I'm not trying to threaten the copyright strike and, you know, and throwing my, you know, video out the, I mean, they did that to a wonderful friend of mine, you know, where she was laying down the business, giving knowledge, wisdom, and understanding on the actual law of the EU, you know, that was spearheaded by George Lucas when he was running the show, and they gave, you know, my beautiful queen a copyright strike behind that shit. Nah, man, that's some funky foul shit right there, you know. That beautiful woman worked her heart out, you know, giving us stuff that we need to take heed and salute and celebrate. And YouTube did her dirty for nothing. You know, well, I'm making my video in a safe way, but I'm still bringing the business. You know, you don't have to say. I mean, just go see the article, the comic book, CBR.com. All right. I just saw the article where it said Darth Vader is no longer Star Wars' most popular character, according to a new survey. Survey? All right, well, let's go through this shit real quick. Disturbance in the Force, blase blah. Darth Vader is no longer the most popular character in the Star Wars universe. Analyst by SEM Rush, whoever these clowns are, has shown that Vader slipped to third place. Goddamn, third place! And been replaced by the Mandalorian's Baby Yoda, aka the Child. Second place belongs to another newcomer, Pedro Pascal's Mandalorian character. He's second. And the data is based on searches from the past year show Baby Yoda saw 4.7 million average monthly searches. All right. The push to the Mandalorian, blah, blah, blah. Ga. All right. Mando taking up second place. Darth Vader takes third. So, I'm trying to find out who's the first. Who's number one? All right, new trilogy. Emo Kylo's in fifth place. What the fuck? His name is Emo Kylo turned to Ben. Where is he at on the standing? Chewbacca is sixth. Anakin. This is the thing that really pissed me off. Anakin Skywalker in seventh. The chosen one. All right, whatever. Boba Fett eighth place. Luke Skywalker, our childhood hero, the Jedi Grand Master, the one that brought hope and optimism in his hero's journey, and he's in ninth place. Oh, fuck me. All right, no mention of Princess Leia. God damn, they shitted on her. And this is the feminism age. This is, this is the man-hating harpy age. You would have thought they would have put her up there at the very least at the number 2 spot. Nope, don't even do that. So, who's the fucking number 1? That's what I can't understand. I'm trying to, Darth Vader remains a fake point, blah, blah, blah. Baby Yoda second. So who the fuck is number 1? Nope. No, I don't think they show it. No, wait a minute. Oh, hold on. Is this it? No, that's not it. All right, sorry about that.
Basically, I didn't see who was on the number one spot, but you know, 3 guesses who it could be, and the first 2 don't count, so I'm not even gonna bother. Just the fact that they made the most iconic villain, who is also the victim, you know, who had such a rich story in terms of his birth, his rise, his fall, and his redemption through the eyes of his son, you know, and that puts him at number 2. Darth Vader should always be number 1. If not him, then Luke Skywalker, you know. Now, you could accuse me of being part of the patriarchy all you want. All you want. Means nothing to me. You understand? My focus is on character. Doesn't matter what the gender is. The gender just happened to be male. So, I'm staying true to the roots. You know? That's for my generation. Your generation don't know nothing about that. You're 18 to fucking 25. You wasn't even born, man. When my generation ran the block. And then when the prequels came, Anakin Skywalker, who was that same aforementioned Darth Vader, was holding the spot. You was a little baby, like little toddler, sucking on the bottle, like Jake sucking on that sword. See, y'all was little baby. Y'all know nothing about that. Still don't know nothing about that. Now, all of a sudden, here you are, 17, 18, with your 15 billion pronouns. Him, her, them, they, its boss, or whatever. You know? I don't know which way y'all want to swing. But the only way y'all will swing is that your love and devotion for these lame-ass sequel trilogy characters that I feel like, god damn, can you stop with the hero worship? Nobody gives a fuck about them. The filmmakers and everybody else don't talk about that shit no more. Fucking John Big Dick Boyega is screaming on these bastards. He was waiting. All that time, we kind of screamed on him, and myself included. Sorry about that, John. You know? We thought he was part of the bullshit. But come to really find out that Mark Hamill put the bug in his ear like, yo, man, they did some foul-ass bullshit. You know? They shitted on me. They shitted on Anthony Daniels. They shitted on Apple Akbar. They shitted on everybody. Even the maker, George Lucas. Iger's book came out, detailed the whole sordid affair. So John Boyega said he had to play it cool. He knew he was getting hate from the fans, but he said, listen, once this is over, I'm going to have a lot to say. And boy, did he ever. Now he's the king of Twitter right now, screaming on these bastards. You know, loving it. I'm loving it. But this shit right here with Darth Vader, no more the popular character. Like I said, I would like to know who is the popular character, but not on my watch. You know, bad enough. The new article, you know, by Ichibaka. Shout out to Ichibaka, holding it down like the Don that he is. You know, you get the information, man. He put it out. He said, yo, Anthony Daniels, C-3PO himself. My man took a fucking nap while watching Rise of Poppa Palpatine. My man took a nap. Power nap. Yo, let me tell you something, man. I was watching The Rise of Skywalker 15 minutes in. I already knew this shit was trash. You know? The only reason I forced myself to watch it because I needed to do my review. But I was in my bed already. I had a clear copy and all that. Fuck you, Disney. I don't need you, nor your money. You know, your money is tainted. You know, it's trash. I'm not, you know, contributing to you getting money behind you shitting all over my legacy heroes. What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh man, that's not happening on my watch. Not in any way, shape, or form. And if I can convince as many people as I can, you best believe, you know, bet your bottom dollar that I'm gonna get that done. And people gonna understand that, damn man, yeah, Abu Nasser's right. These guys was fake. These motherfuckers was, yo, straight disrespectful. Of course. You know? Anthony Daniels came out and said it. He's like, yo, man, I took a nap, man. In an interview with CNET, he fell deeply, deeply asleep. JJ the viewing theater is gorgeously comfortable. It's just wonderful, but too comfortable. I was exhausted. You know, Christina, his wife, woke him up just before the... but then he tried to clean it up. He said, you know, I had a few glasses of wine, so I was, you know, blah, blah. No. No. You know, no. You was right the first time. That shit was trash. Because if it was really on point, if it was really banging and clanging, you would have been like, holy shit, this is the baddest the scene. Oh man, look at what Kylo Ren did. Holy shit, Jennifer Hawks did what? Oh man. Yeah, you would have did all of that had that movie been on point. But it wasn't. It wasn't. So there go that. But we can't stop there. We can't stop there. The fuckery and the chicanery continues. You know? And shout out to my brother Justin Proper for bringing this to my attention. He did that last night when he was having his This Week in Bullshit stream. So I peeped it when they showed it on their live stream, and I was like, what in the actual fuck? And he told me, he said, yo, Abu Nas, I know you're going to blow this shit up, my man. Yeah, buddy. He said, please, Abu Nas, do it on your channel. I said, all right, I got you, fam. And here I am. Now, check this bullshit out. Now, this comes from Forbes magazine. I kid you not. I kid you not. Forbes magazine says Palpatine is actually Rey's grandmother, according to science. Wait a minute. We just went through a couple of months for her being a grandfather, you know? And we were trying to debate, well, how the fuck you had time to, to bang some chick out, had a kid that you don't even fucking raise, you know what I'm saying? And just, discard all the continuity and the lore before Lucasfilm sold the company that was established in Darth Plagueis, the novel, that you ain't gonna have time, the bang hookers, smash harlots, and you know what I'm saying, and bed these hot models of the galaxy. You're not gonna have time for that. The dark side of the Force is what you're married to, and that's a wife you're gonna be faithful to forever. And Palpatine said yes. Even though he was a ladies' man back in the day, he had a cute chick over here, another cute alien over here. The other people were like, damn, man, you got some people, the Palpatine eating this food, and like, man, they nice, but I got business to tend to. That's this whole thing. Obtaining power, So now all of a sudden, he's up at, woo, bang, bitches, oh, ooh, that tentacle girl, come here. Now he doing all of that, and he banging out kids, popping them out left and right and left. Then he don't even fucking raise them. He's worse than a deadbeat dad. He's the ultimate sperm donor. But he don't forget about Mary Sue Ray, though. That's for goddamn sure. So he waited in the Exegol gas station planet where he's making, fucking clones of Snoke, having a ball, got a stick up his ass, got 15 billion thousand ships that's just hovering there for no fucking reason. And then all of a sudden, out of the fucking blue, here he is, face to face with his granddaughter. Now, this article, he said, yes, I'm your grandfather. In the movie, that's what he said, I'm your grandfather. I don't give a fuck about the other shit, that's what it is. Now, they get through the whole blase blah. Rey, of course, being the Mary Ray super bitch that she is, handled him with no problem. Fucking emo Kylo turned the bend, his ass got knocked out. So, outside of all of that, the movie's over. Hooray for the good guys. Then they get their little lesbian kiss together, smoochy. And then the people wasn't even satisfied with that. Fucking China wasn't hearing that shit from the first. That shit out of here. Fuck is wrong with y'all? But here comes this article now that says Palpatine is actually Rey's grandmother according to science. They actually quoting science on this. Let's see what the fuck kind of nonsense we looking at here. Rey, super bitch Mary Sue Ray. I'm paraphrasing this shit, all right? So watch how I break it down. Super bitch Mary Sue Ray, main character and the main progressive agenda focus of the Star Wars fake sequel bad fan fiction trilogy, is an orphan who's able to use the Force without no fucking training whatsoever, based on her natural superhuman abilities for years. Fan theories have speculated that she must be descended from another powerful Force user, such as Jedi Knight Obi-Wan Kenobi, or maybe Celestine Teen, or the bastard child of Kiadi Mundi, or the child of Mace fucking Windu. Now, the identity of Rey's parents was a major plot point and was finally revealed. Emperor Palpatine, Dark Lord of the Sith. I'm not Emperor Poppa Palpatine. Revealed he had a son, Rey's father, which means Palpatine is Rey's grandfather. But while that may sound straightforward, the relationship between the blah 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 is more complicated than it seems. In a recent novelization, Palpatine's son is a clone. You're not a human being like you and me. Your little bomber-ass is a clone. What kind of fuckery is this, huh? Now the final episode, many people remain confused. Of course they was confused because they ain't mentioned that in the movie. But they had to do it in the novelization to try to clean up something that is pretty much uncleanable. So, what? 21 minutes in, I gotta hurry up and get the fuck out of here. Listen. So, the headlines, Rey's grandpa is also her dad? Which makes no fucking sense. Alright, so let's go back, blah, 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 time travel paradox, yaze, ya. To understand the family connections, you need to know some Star Wars. What? A little philosophy and a lot of biology. And so as a trained biologist and a Star Wars, so this author is a trained biologist. No fucking wonder. I'm going to help resolve the confusion. The only ambiguous relationship is between Rey and her dad. Novelization describes Rey's father as useless, powerless failure, whose only worth would lay in continuing the bloodline of more natural methods. So he's a fuck machine, pretty much. As a consequence, we can at least conclude that Rey was conceived as a result of a mother and father having sex. Duh, that's a no-brainer. The ambiguity stems from how Palpatine, Rey's father, is connected, which leads to 3 possible Palpatine relationships. Now, they said one is Rey's grandfather. All right, we went through that. Palpatine is Rey's uncle. Don't give less than a fuck about that. Now, let's run with the claim that Rey's father is Palpatine's son, not his brother. So far, we only considered the process that created Rey's dad, cloning, as artificial. What if we looked at human cloning from another angle, as a natural process? Cloning is common in nature, although human produce blah, 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 fertilization, yada, yada, yada. God, you just go through a whole fucking... Alright, for example, even complex creatures as the Komodo dragon can make offsprings from unfertilized eggs, a phenomenon called... whatever the fuck it is, the virgin birth. That's what they call it. So biologists use mother to label the individuals that contributes the vast majority of resources and usually half the genetic maker of their offspring. Likewise, when one cell produces others, the original is called the mother cell. God almighty, can we speed this shit up? If we look at cloning from nature's perspective, Palpatine is the mother of Rey's father and Palpatine is Rey's grandmother. He's her grandmother. Oh, God. All right. So you basically says Poppa Palpatine did all the fucking work, with everything. And the father is a clone, which is really not, special enough, in terms of powers and abilities or what have you. So the genetic material, the eggs in human, likewise, when one cell produced, the original is called the mother cell and her offspring are daughter cells. The parents in an asexual reproduction species. All right. So they saying that Palpatine is the Camino dragon that produced the virgin birth of Rey or some other stupid shit. I have no idea. I think this is the most absolute asinine article I have ever read. I mean, but you can't help yourself by turning the patriarchy back to the matriarchy. It's like you can't help yourself. You find every fucking excuse in the book to do that. Why am I not surprised? Well, I got some bad news for you there, Pilgrim. The author is J.V. Chimari. Yeah, he looks like a soy boy. I'm looking at his picture now. I'm like, yeah, buddy, you look like you play for the other team. But it's all good, though. It's all good. The article is trash, by the way. And nobody's not paying attention to that. If anything, they should laugh at your dumbass article. Like, you actually took this shit seriously. Like, people was actually going to believe your dumbass. That this was actually supposed to happen. Yeah, you're right. Palpatine is the moms. Yeah. Right. So, last on my agenda, just caught wind that the guy that did Thor Ragnarok, or what's his name? Tiki Watiti, or whatever the fuck his name is. He did an episode. He's the IG-11 in Mandalorian. And he's all these other side characters he be in the Marvel movies and stuff. Yeah, he think he's real funny. Now, he got a little couple of jokes that's alright, but, but, dude, you ain't all that funny. Stop it. Now he got himself, they thinking that he's more talented than what he really is. Because Thor Ragnarok wasn't a bad movie, but it was a horrible Thor film. It's a fucking coloring book, paint by numbers, Marvel buddy comedy film. That's exactly what that Thor Ragnarok was. It was Guardians of the Galaxy times 3. And people still ate that shit up. And you wonder why I roll with the Don Martin Scorsese? Then the Marvel movies is trash, man. Fuck out of here. Put that shit on the show. It's kids. It's not cinema, it's a fucking amusement park. Yeah, it is. I'm not saying that I enjoy myself at the amusement park, but that's all it is. You took it in, go through the ride is over, all right, I'm out. I'm gonna get something to eat. And that's it. Nobody don't think about it. I don't even really think about none of the Marvel movies other than Winter Soldier. That goes for the Avengers, Winter Soldier and Black Panther. That's my thing. Everything else is like, all right. I'm big DCEU all day, every day. Release the Snyder Cut all day, every day. And you got these haters running around here, running their fucking mouth. Fat boy Jody Joe losing his goddamn mind. You seen the fuckery the dickhead is on. I don't know, Fatal. Shout out to my brother Fatal J. Happy birthday, brother. I'm glad that you enjoyed yourself. And he is the man responsible for my badass intro opening. I don't know, Fatal. I don't know about your boy, but as far as I'm concerned, dude is a fraud. He's a straight fraud. No ways, no other issues about it. I get so heated just even thinking about it. And what this dumbass said? They was reviewing 10 of the worst superhero movies. I just had to wait. I had to look at it just to see what he was going to say about what. And sure enough, true to form, yes, he did. Batman v Superman's one of the worst. All right, whatever. It was over your head. You was too busy munching on them cheeseburgers and fucking shakes. Do you even keep a critical eye? But it's all good, man. It's all good. We're here to put you in your place behind that shit. And anybody else. He said BVS. He said Justice League. The Justice League movie that Joss Whedon did that he basically remade from top to bottom. That's why we screaming out, release the Snyder Cut now. Zack Snyder already did his film. Made it to perfection. Section by section. And here you go. But I digress. He said Justice League was better than BVS. I had to shake my head. I was like, all right, I'm turning the channel. This shit is you trash, man. But no matter what happens within the DCEU, the MCU, the SCU, the YOU, you could do whatever you want. Good films is always going to stand out against bad films. Bona fide authors of film and bona fide directors that care about the product is always going to shine, and the smart people like ourselves is always going to peep it. The rest of y'all just sleepwalking through this shit. And you're doing a great big job with Star Wars. All y'all doing is sleepwalking. But that's where the community of the fandom menace comes in. That's where my peoples and my clique, the Dark Council, comes from. You know, we come in and we're going to give you the business. You know, you can live in ignorance however you like, but when we drop the knowledge, we drop the wisdom, and we drop the evidence that puts the things that we talk about in its proper context and the truth. You don't want to deal with that? I'm not interested in fighting with you behind that no more. You know, I already been in Supermax prison for 6 consecutive times. You know, I already made my point. I get up in your ass. You know, but everybody else, I'll do what y'all do, man. You know, but for me and mine, this is the latest fuckery that we're dealing with right here. I know, man. I know. But at the very least, take these words to heart, Pilgrim. Do what you got to do. Rep your fandom right. And just know that this is Abu Nas. Thank you for, you know, tuning in with me at the high ground. If you like this video, if you lasted this far for 30 minutes, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. You know, you want to subscribe? Hey, man, I'm happy to get you in with me. You know, press the subscribe button and the notification. Let me know, you know, when I drop another video. Oh, and I will be making another video pretty soon dealing with special projects and stuff that's coming up. But for right now, yeah, you already know what this is. So say goodnight, Gracie. Good night. And I will definitely talk to you soon. Be good to yourself and be good to others. Peace.